while I always thought that I wanted to do that, I wasn't sure that I would be able to support myself doing something creative.
When did that start to switch for you? Because I think you're right. That's a really common situation where people say, I would love to do this, but I won't be able to make any money doing it. And out there, there is somebody who makes a lot of money doing
Right.
whatever that thing is. So when did that start to shift for you?
You know what? I think it was after I ended up getting divorced at 30, and at that point, I was working insurance and going back to school. I had 4 kids, and I think at that point, I'd worked insurance for a couple years, and it just literally felt like my soul was dying. And I was like, I'd rather, like, struggle and do something I love than sit in this cubicle. It just wasn't worth it
Yeah.
for me anymore.
And that transition, your parents that had always kind of preached that you want the security, which is false security anyways. We all know that. It's just not logical for us to think that way all the time. Were they supportive when you started saying, "Hey, I'm gonna step out and embrace this creative side," or did you get some resistance from them? What was that like?
Yeah, I think everybody around me except for the other creatives that I went into business with a couple people originally when I quit my insurance job. But I mean, I was just in a very not a very like stable situation at the time. I had literally just gotten my own apartment after being divorced for a year and a half. I had lived in an apartment above my parents for that time while I was in school and all that stuff. Just gotten my bachelor's, and I went to my boss and said, I think I'm going to do this photography thing full time. And I think everyone was like, wait, right now? Like, you just got your own place. You're going to quit your job now? And looking back, I'm like, wow, that was pretty risky. But I just figured, well, if I don't, like, I'll go get a side job like waitressing or something if I have to. Like, I'll figure it out. That's kind of like my personality is I just figure stuff out. So yeah, I think they were all a little bit leery. But now, I mean, it didn't take long. They're super, super supportive now. So